I think is also a borderline Hall of Famer, still wasn't quite as good as Hernandez. His best comparison is probably Chris Sale, and even so, it's pretty close between the two of them. And I personally think Chris Sale should be a future Hall of Famer. Just feel like outside of a few starting pitchers, he was really the best pitcher of his day. I think he's got a 60% chance of getting in. Another really interesting case is Dustin Pedroia. The only second baseman who had a higher career WAR that are not in the Hall of Fame are as follows: Lou Whitaker, Bobby Grich, Robinson Cano, who was on the juice, Willie Randolph, Chase Utley, who's still on the ballot, Jeff Kent, another guy who we'll talk about who's also new to the ballot, Ian Kinsler, and a player who's not in the ballot yet, Jose Altuve, who I definitely think will be a future Hall of Famer. I guess my point is there's no arguing he is one of the greatest second basemen of all time, and the MVP and the 2 World Series help as well. I think there may be a couple second basemen on that list that are more deserving than him, but I think his chance of getting in at some point is like 50-50. Ian Kinsler is a player who very quietly had an extremely impressive career, but I don't think his peak was as good as Pedroia's. He's a classic example of Hall of Very Good. I'll give him a 20% chance. Lastly, Troy Tulowitzki. I just don't think he played enough.